All right, we're about to play some skinny singles. I'm gonna go Ben Johns on her. I'll leave this basket here. I'll carry some balls so just in case it goes out. All right, here we go. You serve, here we go. You step back and you didn't need to. Remember, let the ball dictate your steps, right? I didn't hit a dink that went all the way to that side and you were like, and then you had to go forward. So that's something we just worked on, right? All right, here we go. Zeros. It was out, but even if it was in, why? Well, your partner probably would. But I mean, in skinny,
it's too wide. That's why.
In skinny singles, we give if we can go around the point, we get that point because that dink is too wide, right? So that's the thing. Remember, where did we just practice here? Your target. So why all of a sudden you went hard angle here in the game? You know what I mean? This is why we go here, because that's the kind of target. And that was actually great, because this is the example of why, just because you went half the kitchen, but that angle is just too hard, right? So this one that we worked on, you want to be soft, because even if it bounces here with topspin, it's not going to go around the post. Okay?
I don't think I meant to do it, but you know your adrenaline? That's why you have to...
Yes, your adrenaline, and that's also what we practice when we do. Like, our practice shot should be hard, where when we get into the game, if we focus on our practice shots, then it slows down the game for us while making a better shot. That's actually where we want to be, right? It's like, if I can hit the shots that we were working on by not rushing or kind of being pumped up and hitting my spots that we just did, I actually have more time and I'll probably have better results when I'm relaxing, right? Did you feel like you relaxed? I felt like you said, you kind of like rushed it, right? So that's, in the game, we don't want to rush things. We want to be in that same fluid motion that we just hit a whole basket of dinks right here in the game. We want to transfer that into game mode, right? If we can do that, then that's when you know, like, okay, I'm getting that shot down because I'm not rushing. Right. I have a lot more, and when you start thinking that you have a lot more time during games to hit shots, that means now it's registering. Because now you're not rushing in games, because you already know what the outcome will be when you rush, right? And you know what the outcome will be when you don't rush. Right. So why rush, right? Just because we're playing a game and getting points doesn't mean I'm hitting you a different ball that I did in the practice, right? So that's the correlation when we do drills. Even at our level, when we're drilling harder than what we will want to feel in the game. So when the game slows down, that means you're doing something good. Because that means if you're playing a game and it's still in that drilling motion, you're like, wow, I hit 100 of these yesterday. Like, now I only need to hit one of these during the game, you know, or two of these during the game. Why do I need to rush on those two shots, right? Okay? All right, remember, I scored that one, right? So I'm gonna go here now, okay? Wait, you're still on the right side. Remember, only when you score, you'll go on even side and odd side, right? Just like a regular one, okay? So you're gonna return the ball here, and we're gonna play the ball straight, okay? 1-0. Good. Okay. I don't mind the full work, right? But remember too, right? when we're in this scenario and I'm giving you, just like how I'm giving you, where are my dinks at? Really kind of short, right? Again, I felt on that one, you step back pre-step. I don't think you needed to step back on a shot that I gave right here.
It was short.
It was short. You kind of always like kind of stepping back before knowing where that ball is, right? And then that kind of forces you to go up, and then by that time, now you have to be soft without popping it up, and you're out of position. Okay, so that's also something that when in the game, you want to still remember that allowing the ball to dictate what you do, right? Because in when we're doing our reps and things like that, you know we're doing the same shot, right? That's just to build reps. But in the game, you don't know that I'm gonna put the ball there. So why step early? You don't want to pre-step. You got to step while the ball is going in the air, right? Just how you're recognizing there. And same thing, when you step, it shouldn't be, right? It should be kind of like you're stepping and then you're going into your next shot. Okay? All right, here we go. We're back to cross court. Okay, here we go. 2. Good. Okay, you just
I hit it
flat, right? I don't think you stepped early or late. I just think it was a little flat on the top spin dink. Okay. I don't know if you're thinking you didn't want to go too angly again or something like that, but.
No, I'm getting scared of me coming out.
Okay, we're carried again. Yep. 3. Mama, I don't know why she missed that, okay? That's an easy shot.
Because I keep thinking you're going to drop.
Again. You're already preset in your mind. We got to get out of that. Right? Whether I drop or drive, you have to be ready for both. Okay? All right, here we go.
I enjoy the games. We should have started the games before. The last 30 minutes.
This is good. Well, it's good because it kind of puts into perspective of why are you hitting shots, right? And then in actual real points, like you said, you get, you might get antsy, you might get excited just because even in this, right? Just because we're playing a game or skinny, the mind thinks, oh, we're in game mode, right? Now that's panic mode. It shouldn't be. So even in this shot, right? Why would on that one, I've learned myself that if it's a deeper turn, it's better for me to hit a little bit of a driving drop instead of always trying to drop, because you hit a pretty good return. I'm on my back leg. If I try to drop this, I have a chance to pop that up. So again, I didn't know if I was going to drop or drive until what ball you gave to me. So see what I mean? So yes, I didn't want to drop down because it was a high percentage I was going to pop that up. So I hit it a little bit. I didn't hit a hard drive, but I hit a shot where I could get you to punch it back. I was hoping you would just punch it back and then I was going to drive it. Okay? Okay, back to the regular. Good. Okay, what do you think you happened on now and again?
I didn't have to move as far back?
Yeah, I think you pre-moved too early again, right? And then now you reach forward, right?
I did.
So you're moving too early when you don't need to, okay? Just because you need to load your weight doesn't mean you need to step back as big. I'm not saying don't step back.
Right.
I'm also gonna step back here too, but look at the difference of me stepping back. I'm stepping back here just to load my weight, because remember, where we want our ball is where we want it. So if the ball's bouncing there, I want my ball here. So why would I step back here to hit this, right? If the ball's coming back, yes, I'll step back, because where do I want to hit the ball? Here. But if the ball's short, I'm just stepping back to just what I need to. Okay? Okay, 5.
Finally, I end up on the right.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Nice shot. That's, yeah, you're still there. But you're gonna serve there and then go this way. No, serve there. Because remember, you never serve straight ahead in the game, right? And you know why also we do it this way? It also practice like if you're stacking, right? So you get used to serving and coming over. Serving and coming over if you have to do that. So it also helps knowing, because you're never gonna serve straight in the game, right? So you should always practice, no matter if you're playing skinny singles or not, you always wanna serve straight even if you're in a square box. Okay, if you're ever practicing with your friends or something. So what's the score? 0-5, right? All right, get over there, get over there. Right back at you, see? That's why I didn't get mad, because it's just karma. I knew I was gonna get my net court winner. I used to get so mad at net court winners when I first started, but I'm like, it's always gonna come back, you know? All right, here we go. 5, so it's going this way. No, you didn't have your paddle up.
Oh.
You were just getting into that.
We didn't practice that skill though.
We don't need to practice that skill. You know you have to protect your body. You're busy dinking and you're dinking good, so I wanted to get out of it. Yeah, and I wanted to get out of it, right? And that's what happens sometimes when you get people that don't want to dink. When you're dinking well and they can't dink with you, they're gonna speed up. So just because you're dinking well doesn't mean that they want to dink well with you, right? So every dink you do, you gotta tell yourself, if they speed up, am I gonna be ready? Okay, even if you give a good dink, you gave a great dink. I took that dink from here to speed up, okay? So you don't wanna, just because you hit a good dink, be like, oh, he's not gonna speed up. At the kitchen line, you should always suspect a speed up, okay? So that's why it's very important when you're dinking to always be somewhere in position to counter a shot here. Whether I'm going backhand, I'm finishing out in front of me. It's not like this, right? But I'm finishing somewhere where if I need to punch, I'm not just doing this and like, oh, he's gonna go back and I'm keeping my paddle here just because my dink was good. Yeah? So it's almost like you're resetting each shot you're doing just in case you need to protect the counter. Okay? Right. Okay, back to this. Why are you just lackadaisical? You're hitting good returns. The reason why I'm hitting these shots is because your returns are very deep. So if you're having deep returns and you're still not getting to the kitchen for you to take advantage of that, that's on you. Right, remember when you return, you need to get to the kitchen as fast as you can. Okay, your returns are great, but why are you stopping right there? Like, you're letting that ball get to your feet. Okay, so when you have a good return, your partner's already there, so you need to match your partner, right? No, we're gonna switch where you're gonna serve some on this side. Okay. No, not yet. This side right here. Here we go. Punch. Good. What'd you do on that? Look at you. As soon as you saw, you like, that's the worst thing you do to counter. Yeah, you got to go forward. You can't be going back because, again, just like how your you're in that position when someone's dropping to you or driving to you, what are you allowing that ball to do? Come here, right? That's when they're driving. But when you're at the kitchen and you're going back, it's the same thing. Your energy is going back. So now when you do that, look at your face angle. It's always gonna pop up, right? Instead of being that, I didn't hit the ball from up here. I did reach out, right? And that's why you want to take dinks out of the air, for that very reason. Because I can dink it out of the air and I also can flick it out of the air. So if I can do both, I can keep you off guard, right? But you, as soon as you saw me go like this, you went back. Instead of go back, it's below the net. So where in possibility is that going to be coming? Somewhere here, right? So I should be on something on this instead of going back. Because if I went hard here, I can't go hard. I'm in the net. So I have to go, I went soft. But even when I went soft, you backed up. If you stay here, you're just gonna put that away. Okay? All right, cross again. One more time. I like that. Get to the kitchen after you return. Nice. Okay, you changed your mind on what dink you wanted to do, or because you were top spinning dink and then you went kind of like a push dink, but then you didn't know if you wanted to do a slice dink, you know? Which is a matter because I don't mind you. Okay, so when you do get kind of used to having the ball dictate what shot you do, you can go between a topspin dink, a short hop dink, and a slice dink all in maybe one possession, because that's the ball. So in the beginning, you're going topspin, right? I was going topspin out of the air, you were going topspin. But again, and that dink too, because I went a little bit shallow, I probably wouldn't topspin this dink. I probably would have did what you did too. I would step in and I would push slice this. But I'm gonna be committed to that, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh, should I push slice this and then, or should I topspin it? What did the ball allow me to do? Well, I don't hit topspin things like this, so I'm gonna just push that back in to when I get a ball. Okay? So that ball dictated that shot for you. You just didn't know what you wanted to hit. You thought, oh, I gotta hit a topspin here. No, that ball was not gonna be a topspin thing. You get what I'm saying? Okay? And also, if I'm topspinning too and it goes here, you can also short hop that if you didn't want to. Okay? So you don't always need to default to a topspin dink. Okay. Right? You can start off there and see what balls you're getting and see if you're getting in good position. You were dinking great. I gave you a little bit deep, shallow angle, so that was the right shot. You didn't know whether you should topspin that or not, because in this position, what would you do if you topspin? You probably would have did that. So you kind of avoided right at the end that, okay?
How did you know that's what I was thinking?
Because I know. Because I know. Okay, one more time from this angle. And then that way, yep. Good, get up there. Good. It did, but what did you do on that? You backed up. You backed up again.
I retreated.
You retreated. You gotta stop retreating. You gotta actually go in. Yeah, that one helped only because it hit your paddle at a certain angle and went in there, right? But what should you have really done?
No, but now I don't know how the shot was. How was your shot coming over?
Yeah, because you saw your dink went and I took it out of the air to attack you. So you.
I was already off the outlet.
As soon as you saw that, where is the shot going to? Your backhand, right? So it should have been more like this, punching, than stepping back like that.
Oh, I didn't punch from
Yeah. And in a regular game with someone here, you're actually gonna punch straight ahead,
Oh, okay.
right? Because you're kind of.
Like this?
Mm-hmm.
I step back?
Mm-hmm. Anytime you feel attack coming, you step back instead of kind of going into it.
If you attack me, can I go the whole court?
I'll let it happen for the game purposes.
I have to hit it diagonal. If I had the whole court, maybe I would.
Yeah, okay. We'll see if you have the whole court on the attack. If you counter out, so when we play here and I give you a middle attack and you counter here with your forehand, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay?
Am I serving?
You're serving. This way. We haven't done any boxes this way yet. You just missed it. I don't think the footwork's bad. No, serve again. We're gonna remain there on this side or just you serving? I believe you took your eye off the ball on that one. I felt like you were thinking a lot on that shot. You're trying to be shallow. I don't mind it. I mean, you're trying to hit the dinks here, right? But remember, in a game, right, that's where
Oh, hit it a little.
a little bit, right, until you get real comfortable, right? Because now it's gonna be hurting you to miss that shot, right? In the drilling, you're doing it to get that perfection, that perfect shot. But in a game, that's gonna allow you to be a little bit more less perfect in the game, okay? So you don't want to put that pressure and hit the shots that we worked on, because in the game you want your shots to be a little bit more larger margin for error.
Okay.
Right? So in the game, I'm not trying to hit the perfect shot in game, right? I'm trying to hit the shots that I practice, and if I hit it perfect, great. Sometimes under pressure, I'm not gonna hit those shots. I'm just gonna get the ball in and kind of go from, let that ball dictate that next shot. Because I'd rather hit the ball in than try to be perfect and miss in a game. In practice, you wanna try to be perfect no matter how many times you miss, because that's the time it doesn't affect you at all, right? Because there's no points when you drill and when you practice. That's the time to get better. But in a game, sometimes you have to just, if you're kind of struggling, just get the ball in, right? Let that ball in and see if, what that ball will lead. If you pop it up and get killed, it's okay. Okay, next time, try to get it left, but you can't put that same pressure in a game to hit that perfect shot.
Because I'm always coming up short now.
Yeah, but before you were popping it, right?
Right.
Okay, so now that's that happy meaning, right? So now you're actually thinking about, which is fine, because now when you rep it out, you're gonna know that dink to hit the spot, and hopefully in the game it will translate to that where you're not hitting that, thinking about too much and hitting it short, right? Okay. Oh, that was good thinking. Could I have flicked on some of those? And I probably could, right?
You could have sped up.
I could on some of those ones. I heard you say, but sometimes because that doesn't always need, because when I play some of the games and they're at what's nationality is that happening? Speeding up, right? So now they know where I might go sometimes just because it's high and they could be on it. So sometimes if I see them bite or I think they're gonna speed up, I might just go soft again. Because if I see their body going right to kind of cover that speed up middle, then if I go here, even though if I'm going a hard angle like I don't do in a regular one, but if I see their body weight going here, now it's hard for them to get back that weight to even hit that around the post. You know what I mean? So if I see them go in, I might hit a soft, real hard angle like I wouldn't do on a regular dink where they're like in prime, because that when they're in regular motion, their weight's not going forward. So if the ball goes here, they can easily go there, right? But if I'm going here and I think, oh shoot, I hit a high dink and I'm going like this, and then I see the ball here, it's hard for me to get back all the way. So I always tell people, you don't always have to speed up a ball that looks like an attacker ball unless you feel like you can put it away, which if it's fine, right? But you don't always necessarily have to, okay? Good dinking. One more, let's go. Yes, backhand dinks, let's go. Why did you step back and instead there? The ball was short, right?
What did I do?
You were doing fine, but as soon as the ball went there, you still went back here to go there, right? Yes, towards the ball, right?
Right. Good.
That was good today. A lot of good shots. So when you watch this one, it'll be really good.